Right, okay guys, welcome to another video. This week I'm going to be taking a look at some fairly recent C64 games. Now, if you're watching this channel, chances are you quite enjoy playing 8-bit machines. Now, you may or may not be aware that there is still a massive hobbyist surrounding these machines, and there are clever people who are still making games to this day. So the first one is Berks Four, rather unusual name. So yeah, here we go. You control this little, you'd call it a sort of little square thing. And basically, if you hold the joystick in a direction and press the fire button, you fire. Right away, I'm thinking this is kind of Berserk to a degree. Obviously, you've got some robots here. The little robots actually look like robots. You can destroy them, as you can see there. But the little coloured circles, they only pause when you actually hit them. Now, the idea of the game, from what I'm gathering here, is to pick up the key, which then lets you move on to the next level. Or not on the next level, it lets you move on to the next screen. Got to say, love how colourful this is. It is really pretty. So yeah, you've got to destroy these little, I don't know what they are, these, the wall, whatever it is, I don't know, to allow you to get access to the keys. But this is really nice. You know what would make this even better? If they could have adapted it for 2 joysticks. But, you know, bearing in mind that most people only had 1 joystick for the C64, it was probably going to be, you know, quite difficult to do that. But this is really nice. Love this. Always enjoy games where you're not just shooting stuff, but I actually like games where you're having to blast a hole through a wall or whatever. There's just something really satisfying about being able to do that. So we've got the key, we can move on. Sound is quite minimalistic, but you know what? It works. It's an arcade game and it works really well. There's been a lot of work going into the graphics. Yeah, the graphics are fairly simplistic, but it's nice. Even the walls, rather than just going for straightforward, you know, solid colour walls, they've gone for sort of graduation with colour. Now, all these games are very easy to find. What I will do is, I'm not going to put a link to where to get them, because I don't know, but basically just type in the name into Google and put download, and I'll guarantee you'll find them. I mean, they're very easy to come across. And difficulty wise, it's just in the right side of difficult. It's not too easy and it's not too hard. That's the kind of game you want to play. I'm assuming it's going to start getting harder. So far I've picked up 9 keys, according to the little thing at the bottom. Oops, a daisy. Ah! I'm talking rubbish. It's actually in reverse. It was 9 and it's now down to 8. Ah, there you go. Right, so you're now in room 2, so yeah, you can kind of pick where you want to go and see where you have to go next. last a wee space because obviously I can't get through because of the robot. Even though these robots pause, you still die when you hit them. But that's really nice. That is Berks 4. Right, this next one, I've deliberately left the loading screen for the purpose of this video because it is really nice. That is an utterly fantastic picture of Bruce Lee, it really is, that's lovely. So this is Bruce Lee, Return of Fury. It's even got the same music as the original Bruce Lee. Right, so it looks exactly the same as the original. Well, I say it looks exactly the same, it's obviously different levels. Now I was made aware of this game by my good mate Neil. Apparently they've taken, you don't jump in there Alan, they've just taken the original game and they've just made new levels. There was another Bruce Lee, a sort of sequel to it, which came out a couple of years ago, which is really impressive. But what they've tried to do is they've tried to enhance it. I don't think you've got these guys, you've not got the big sumo, and you've not got the little ninja. They've actually introduced other characters. And it is a really good game, but I do like the fact that they've stuck religiously to the original game here. You know, the same people. Although I did notice at the start, you can actually have sort of 2 players. You can have 3 players playing the game. One controls Bruce Lee, and then you can also have the 2 adversaries getting played with a sort of human as well. So that's a really nice touch. But this is really nice. That's what remakes are all about as far as I'm concerned. They're not tinkering too much with the original recipe. They're sticking to the formula that worked. But they're just, I'm going to die. Oh, but they're just basically making new levels, which is really nice. It's funny, for such a small, well, for such small sprites, you know, they're particularly blocky. Considering the size, they've got a really certain character and charm about them. There's something really nice about the original sprites in this game. I've got to jump over that, I'm assuming. Oh, I'm going to die. You idiot. Ah, oh, come on. 9 of 90 lamps, right, so you've got to try and, I was going to say rescue, you've got to try and collect 90 lamps. Right, one more continue then, that's enough. Ah, damn. Anyway, that's really nice. That's Bruce Lee. Was it Return of Fury, I think it's called. This next one, Chopper Command. Now it's not by Activision. Well, the original was by Activision. Now I believe, and I may be wrong, this game was released for the Atari 2600, and this is basically somebody's version for the C64. Never ever played this game in my life. I like the backgrounds, that's actually quite nice. The sun's kind of setting, quite atmospheric. And yeah, the graphics, I mean, the sprites are all sort of monochrome, all single colour, but that's kind of, I would imagine that's sort of staying in flavour with the original. Again, they've not tried to update it too much. They've tried to make a version of this game. This is how it probably would have looked like had it come out in 1983, something like that. These little planes remind me of the planes in Falcon Patrol. You've got a little radar at the bottom. Now I'm assuming I'm just trying to clear the level. There we go, is that level 2 I think, is it? Ah, damn it. But you know what, who needs an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 when you've got a Commodore 64 and they're still releasing brand new games completely for free, you know, I mean, what's not to love? It's probably never been a better time to be a retro gamer than it is right now, because you've just got this absolutely awesome back catalogue of cracking games, and then you've also got new games coming out as well. I mean, there are a few the sort of homebrew games, the new ones that are, you know, that have come out in the last couple of years, where the guys are selling them, and that's absolutely fine, because at the end of the day, these guys, they're doing it takes a lot of effort to program a brand new game, so you really can't fault them for you know, asking for a donation, whatever. But you tend to find most of the new games that are getting given away completely free. So that's was it Chopper Command? That is really nice. Next up is Death Weapon. This was released for whatever it is. It was a 16K competition in 2019. Now I know the next game as well was written in 16K. I like the music in this, and what I also like a lot is the background graphics. Really nice, really colourful. This is a wee bit fiddly to play. Basically you fire in whatever direction you're moving in. Now I did see a screenshot of this, and to be fair I did think there was going to be scrolling involved, but it doesn't look like there is, unless of course you get that in later levels, I'm not too sure. As it is, it looks amazing. Slightly repetitive, I would say. But you know what, if this has been written in 16K, then you know, that's awesome. Perhaps the author of this could give us a full 64K version. But probably some of the nicest background graphics I've seen. I mean, look at the colours, the use of colour there, and the sort of the girders, it's kind of bluey purple. Really nice kind of shading. Yeah, probably the weakest one so far. I mean, the other ones have all been cracking. That's slightly boring, I would say. Does look nice, but there's not an awful lot in it. This is another 16K game, I believe, programmed by Sarah Jane. Is it Avery? I think it is, yeah. I'm not being sexist when I say this, but it's actually, you don't get many games programmed by women. You know, that is a fact. I believe Centipede, and there was one other game I think was programmed by women, but I know Centipede was definitely programmed by a young lady. But it's nice to see everybody getting involved in this hobby. If this was written in 16K, this is damned impressive. Even if it wasn't written in 16K, it's really impressive. Kinda feels a bit like Star Force. Now I do know that Sarah Jane is currently writing a new game. I've seen pictures of it. I'm sure I might have even seen a video of some early footage, and it does look really nice. Yeah, you've got the little letters there, which I presume you can shoot and pick up. You don't pick them up, you just basically blast them. But this is actually really impressive. I mean, the C64, because of the sort of the aspect ratio, you know, of the screen, it was kind of wide and not very high. Vertical shooters, I didn't think really worked too well. Excuse me, just because you need vertical shooters should really be in sort of like vertical orientation screens, but this one seems to do it pretty well. That is impressive. That is nice. Hey! Yeah, you can see there's obviously repetition in the actual baddies, but you know, that's to be expected for a game written in such kind of short memory, but that's really nice. Is it Neutron, I think it is. Excellent. Next one is I can't even pronounce that. Is it Relentless, I think it might be? Right, so we're kind of dealing with a, I don't know, Nemesis crossed with R-Type. I think we're maybe exaggerating saying R-Type. I mean, the graphics are, well, yeah, they're fairly basic. Scrolling's not the greatest. But still a fun little game. I don't know if there's any power-ups at all. Nice little tune as well. I've got to thank my mate Neil for pointing me in the direction of these games. I mean, I do know where to get them, but I tend to kind of forget to look for them. But Neil had mentioned, I think it was on a live stream actually, about some of these games. So go and check them out. Like I said, just do a quick Google. They're really easy to find. And all the games that I have featured in this are completely free. If I've got that wrong, please let me know. Alright, let's go for one more shot. If any sort of programmers watching this video and you're looking for an idea for a game, I would love a really good version of Berserk for the C64. My mate Steve Snake has written probably, in fact I wouldn't even say probably, he has written the best version of Berserk outside the arcade, and it's called Horus and the Robots, and it's an utterly fantastic game. It's almost pixel perfect to the arcade. The C64, there was one that came out a few years ago, and initially I thought it was really impressive. However, having played it a fair bit, it isn't that good. So yeah, if you're looking for a good game to convert, Berserk for the C64. So yeah, was it Relentless, I think it is. Next up is Steel Ranger by Cytronic. Now this comes on, you can see here it was released in 2018. This comes in 2 discs. So you can change colour and what have you. Give it a name as well. So it's 199 years on from now. Nice, so you're kind of getting a little nice, so you're kind of getting a little sort of comical intro, which you wouldn't normally expect from a, you know, an 8-bit machine. That's really nice. Right, kinda, I thought these were ladders, they don't appear to be. Come on! Right, so I can get up that way, so how would I... Right, so I can get up that way, so how would I get up? Oh, there we go, you need to jump. Now this screen is actually shaking, by the way, that's not a glitch in the video, it is actually shaking. Which is a nice little effect. Right, come on, where did I go for here? Music's really good. Right, kinda stuck. Where did I go? Ah, there we go. Right, you've got to adorn said suit. There we are. Oh no, everyone's just died, I'm assuming. That is very nice. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of... that is very nice. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Terminator, the original Terminator film. It looks like you're playing the part of one of the T-1000s, whatever it's called. I like the way it kind of goes up and down over the little hills as well. That's a nice little touch. Ouch. Isn't a bad pedigree, to be fair. But this is impressive. I mean, you know, this is a free game. A free game. Look at the quality of it. Pick that up. Ah, okay, right, so you just basically pull down. Nice animation when he's climbing up the ladder there. I'm not normally a big fan of continuing games. I always like to start at the very beginning again. Call me old school. But I love the graphics in this game. I mean, there's really nothing to not like. The graphics are excellent, the animation is good, the background detail is excellent, sound is good, and I just like the whole kind of Terminator sort of feel to it. So anyway guys, listen, that is it. There's, I don't know, 4 or 5 games for you to get your teeth into. Like I says, I will put a list of the games down below and you can easily find them. And as always guys, thank you very much for watching.